Think back with me to your childhood. Who was your favorite superhero? Now, depending on what decades you were born in, it might have been Superman, stepping into the phone booth and coming out with his cape of flying. Or maybe it was Batman and Robin, zooming out of the Bat Cave in that souped up car. That was a sweet car. Or maybe it was Spider-Man slinging his web across the city. From Thor to Captain America to Wonder Woman herself, we all had superheroes that we just loved as kids. And to be honest with you, the truth is we love them as adults. The Avengers movies taught us that millions of adults would go time after time to go see the bad guys go down and the good guys win in the end. And I got to thinking, what is it about superheroes that we love so much? So I thought I might give you a couple of those as we get started here. First of all, of course, the obvious, they have a superpower. And who doesn't want to have a superpower? It's Thor's hammer, or it's Captain America's strength, or Superman gets to fly. I mean, all of us at some point in time of our life have thought, I would love to have a superpower. How cool is that? But honestly, I don't think that's the thing that we love the most, to be honest with you. I think the thing that we really love the most, even more than the superpower itself, is that moment at the end of the movie when the dust settles and the credits begin to roll, right? And the bad guy is laying in a heap on the ground and the good guys stand victorious. It's in those moments that we clap and we cheer and we're so excited because our superhero saved the day. And I think we connect to that in some really powerful ways because if we're really honest with ourselves, all of us have things in our lives that are giants, enemies, bad guys, if you will. We all have things in our personal lives that we have to fight every day and try to overcome. In our communities and in our families, in our states and our country. And you don't have to look too far around the world to see some of the biggest bad guys on the planet. I run an organization for women and girls called Dare for More. Every day, we strive to bring hope and healing to women and little girls through rescue and restoration. And we face some of the biggest and baddest guys on the planet. Human trafficking, poverty, and abuse. And what I've learned day after day, after doing battle with these amazing bad guys, is this. We all have superpowers. Now I know what you're thinking, all right? So stay with me for just a minute. Every single person listening to my voice right now has a superpower. You probably just haven't thought about it like that. Your superpower is this combination of your talents, your skills, your abilities, your experience, and your personality. And then you dump all this passion that you have on top of that, and that combination makes you incredibly unique. In fact, it's amazing how unique it really is because no one else on the planet has the same combination as you do. So there's no one else that can bring to the table what you can bring to the table. It's amazing when you watch it happen. But there's a moment in every average person's life when they have to decide what they're going to do with their superpower. And that's really why I'm here today. What are you going to do with those skills, those talents, those abilities that you have? And there comes this moment of decision, am I willing to share my superpower with the world? Now, I can tell you, as I do battle against the big three, the statistics are staggering, and really they're overwhelming, to be really honest with you. We look at human trafficking at 30 plus million people held in slavery as we stand here today. I look at poverty and millions of people living off of less than $2 a day and thousands dying every single day because of malnourishment. And then I look over at abuse, and it is no respecter of persons, from young to old, from rich to poor. Abuse impacts all of our lives at some level. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of days when I'm like, how in the world are we ever going to bring these bad guys down? How are we going to do it? But it's been an amazing journey for me as I've watched some average people share their superpowers with the world. And we're watching bad guys go down. Doctors, nurses, accountants, lawyers, engineers, electricians, and plumbers bring their superpowers, their strengths, their abilities, their skills. They bring them to the table, and they're revolutionizing organizations just like mine around the globe. They're sharing their skills and what they know. Graphic designers, web designers, telling the story and bringing more people on board. To do what? To bring down some of the biggest bad guys on the planet. Because here's the deal. We probably won't beat these guys one-on-one. But together, we are a powerful force. And I'm watching these bad guys take serious blows every single day. And I love to watch it when people share their superpowers with the world. But I have to tell you, I have a favorite that's bigger than just sharing your superpower. And that is when you give your superpower away. Now let me tell you what I mean by that. Every one of us, we have these things that we're just good at. We love to do it. We don't even know how we got so good at it, but we're really good at what we do. And it's an amazing thing when we can take that and we can give that away to somebody else. And then they can have the superpower that we have. Several years ago, I had one of our care centers where we had women who were rescued from human trafficking. And they were brought in and they went through our program. As they go through the program and they go through counseling and they go through trauma-informed care, and as we bring them through this, they get at a point of healing where they're able to learn a skill that is going to change their life. It's going to be something that's going to eradicate the poverty, and it's going to put them in a really safe zone for themselves and for their families. And so as we were working with this one group of women, we realized that there were opportunities for them to get jobs as hairdressers. But who knows how to do that? And so I grabbed a few women from the United States, women who do hair every single day, beauticians. They know how to wash hair, cut hair, style hair. They make us all look good. They crawled on a plane with me and they went to our care center. And it was an amazing journey as these women began to teach our women how to do hair, how to cut it, how to style it, how to make it look amazing. And at the end of the time, one of the ladies came up to me with tears streaming down her face. And this is what she said to me. She said, I never thought in my whole life, I never really dreamed that my skill as a hairdresser could change a woman's life. And I said, you don't even get the half of it. You see, all you see is this woman's life will be changed because she can get a job. But what you don't understand is the ripple effect of that job. Andy Andrews put it this way: everything we do matters. And it is completely true. It's like tossing a pebble in the water. The ripples continue on, and we really never know the true impact of our lives. And so these women, in this incredible way, gave their superpowers away. Women went and got jobs. And as a result of that job, that woman's family now gets to eat every day. Poverty, take that. It also kept her children and her safe from most of the human trafficking influences. Human trafficking, you're going down. And it also helps her not to be so susceptible to abusive relationships, which are easy for her to fall into when she's desperate and alone and in need. So abuse, take that. And in that moment alone, these hairdressers took a blow and began to bring down 3 of the biggest, evilest, baddest dudes on our planet. And I can tell you, I've watched this happen over and over and over again. And it's really super incredible. Several weeks ago, this will probably be one of my favorite memories of my lifetime. A special thing happened. We have another care center where we have a safe house that rescues little girls all the way up to 18. But connected with this care center, we also have a university house. Now, this university house is a transition point for girls when they turn 18 and they graduate from high school. Instead of just saying, okay, there you go, hope you make it, we don't say that at all. We say, look, let's transition over to here and let's learn how to do this adulting thing. So they get to go to college if they like. They learn skills, they learn life skills, how to do a budget, how to be an independent young woman. And so several weeks ago at the Safe House, we get a call that a sting operation had gone down and 7 girls had been rescued and they were on our way to our Safe House. So our team is all in the middle of getting everything ready and they're preparing all they need to do for these young women so that we can receive them and we can love them well. When we get a phone call from the university house. So they answer the phone and it's the girls and they're like, hey, we saw a lot of action going on over there. Are you getting ready to receive some girls? And we were like, yeah, we are. And they were like, we're on our way. We're going to come and we're going to hold their hands tonight. And we're going to wrap our arms around them. And we're going to cry with them. And we're going to tell them, you know what? It's going to be okay. We're going to tell them they're safe now. And we know that because we've been where they've been. And we found the hope and the healing we needed to be victorious. We're going to tell them that today is the first day of the best days of the rest of your life. Because right now you have what you need to be able to get victory over all these things that have hurt you and enslaved you for all your little life. It was this powerful, incredible moment as these girls who had been rescued and restored themselves, these young women who were so brave and courageous and who had found hope and healing, came across and took their time to love these new little girls that were coming in, scared to death and totally unsure of themselves. And in that moment, superheroes were born. In that moment, I could not have been more proud to do what I do every single day. And even though some days the battle is hard and we end up with, blood and sweat and tears on our face, here's what I know. It's possible to bring these guys down because of girls just like that. If they can do it, we can do it too. Because here's the thing. When the credits roll at the end of the movies, there's something that we all realize. Thor, he's just made up. He's not real. Superman, well, he's a fiction story written by someone. And he's great for the movies, but he really can't fly. Superpowers don't really exist like that, and superheroes don't really exist like that. They're fake. They're not coming to rescue us, and they're not coming to save the day. So who will? You will, and I will. We can show up with our talents and our abilities and our skills, and we can share all of that with the world. And we can bring down and help solve some of the greatest problems that our planet is facing today. But it goes beyond that. We cannot just share our super talents and our super skills, but we can actually give them away. And when we do that, we birth more superheroes. So grab your cape, your hammer, grab your sword or your shield, whatever you've got, and let's do this.